Download the BCSN Plus app today.
You guys have been in the postseason so many times. You guys have so many memories. Is there one memory that either sticks out as something you're super proud of or a loss that just still stings to this day?
One of my best memories, and it has nothing to do with me playing or coaching, I remember I was on the call for Start versus Rogers, and Coach Matt Wortham, Start hit a shot, and I'm going crazy watching Coach Wortham run around the court looking for somebody to hug, and he's crying. I mean, he's looking really silly out there. And he actually texted me the other week. He was like, I still think that was one of the greatest calls ever. So that memory sticks out for me just because, like I said, I love City League basketball. I'm a City League guy, and that was like one of my favorite games to call.
I remember one of the years I was coaching at Notre Dame, we were playing in the sectional final out at Clay. We were playing Bowser, and then they were really good. And, we went back and forth during the regular season, and we're back and forth in this game, and all of a sudden they put a run on us. And they were up 16 in the middle of the third quarter. And somehow, some way, we worked our way all the way back, and we were able to win the basketball game. At the end, salting it away at the free throw line, and that was just one where you're so in the moment, possession to possession to possession. Just like, okay, one more, you get one possession closer, and then when it's all said and done, you take a step back and you exhale and you look up like we were down 16 with 12 minutes to play, and you came back to beat a really good Bowser basketball team that night, and that's one of the ones I'm going to remember.
You know what? And then I got one more memory. When I was at Maumee Valley, and we had won the TAC championship, it was like the first time. It was like something like 20 years. It was ridiculous. It was a drought. And I just never forget the feeling of that gym. It was so many people there. We played Ottawa Hills. Coach Lindsay, a guy who I did not beat a lot. And I don't even know if we were underdogs that game, but it came down to us two. And I just remember how hot it was. I mean, how just that whole day I was like, wow, I can't believe I'm actually in the championship game. And then I just remember this too. And it's going to be fitting because, like I said, we're in Black History Month. And there were no black coaches at the time in District 7. I forgot where we were, like 5 or something. We were a small school. I would go to the meetings and I'd be like, man. And now I finally felt at that time like, you know what, I proved a point. I proved that I actually can coach. I proved that I belong here. And that was huge for me. So, yeah, that's a good memory I have.
And one other one, too, just as we're sitting here and thinking about it, is when I was at Notre Dame, too, Notre Dame hadn't beaten Central Catholic in 10 years. And we were able to get one. And not only do you win the game, it's the first time in 10 years you're able to beat your rival, and then you beat Steve Failer and Marty McGurk.
Oh, man.
Are you kidding me? I mean, and I'm pinched myself, and just wow, that's kind of made you feel like, okay, you can do this thing, and no big deal. 2 days later, you had to go play Sharice Eulis and wait 2-3 days. You get back to reality real quick, having to prepare for Manny May and those guys. So, but that's another one that you just kind of feel really good about.
What do those moments mean to the communities? Because in bigger cities, let's say like in New York, LA, or Chicago, you're so enamored with the pro sports teams that maybe high school gets put on the back burner. But we're in Toledo, right? We're in the 4th largest city in Ohio, but high school sports seem to run this town and mean so much, and everybody knows each other. So when you're in those moments when a coach is running around looking for somebody to hug, or when you beat a team for the first time in a decade, how much more does that mean to the community?
You're going to stop sneak this in Toledo because you're from New York. I caught that. I caught that at 4th largest. No, but you are right. See, hey guys, y'all got to watch out, man.
Those are the facts.
Y'all got to watch out.
You got Cleveland, Cincinnati, Columbus.
But I will say that, but yeah, you know what's funny? When you say that, that's the way the state looks at Toledo. That's why we take so much pride in Northwest Ohio. We're never picked to win stuff. We're never picked to win the state for girls, boys, or anything. So we have a natural chip on our shoulder coming from here, and that's where we get it. And you're right. High school sports here is everything. Guys do not forget high school guys. Yeah. Like, we know the history of guys that came before us, Rhett and I, and guys below us kind of know who we are. It's just the way it is here, and it is crazy that more people will know the high school guys than they may know the college guys, and they may know the actual Mud Hens players. I mean, you got a star baseball player out at Clay. I promise you, more people probably know him than who's the starting pitcher for the Mud Hens right now. That's just the way the city is, but that's what I love about the city. because they don't forget guys. And when guys stick around and give back, that's why a guy like me can have a job here. Let's just be honest. You know, I've stuck around. A lot of guys left. And it's not that I was the greatest basketball player, I'm the greatest announcer, but I feel like by doing this, it's a way for me to give back, you know, to the game that gave so much to me.
Yeah, I think basketball in general, but I think because of, you said, the connection that Toledo has with high school sports, basketball, especially in this town, it's the ultimate unifier. Because you got players, coaches, fans, families, all from different walks of life, and who all have experienced different things within their life. But on a Friday night, it all comes together. You know, it all comes together on a Friday night in the fall with football, you know, and during the basketball season and in all the other sports. You know, and people cherish that. And you get to meet a lot of great people along the way that you would never have met before in your life through high school sports. And it's great when you go to a gym that maybe you're only at once a year and you see somebody from that particular school and you wave to them and you have a connection. And maybe it's because you covered a game. Maybe it's because you saw them 10 years ago when you were coaching. Or maybe they were a coach years ago and you guys went head to head. But you don't, like Deion said, you don't forget. People don't forget. Yeah. And it's just really gratifying to be a part of all of it.
A trip down memory lane. There's nothing like sports here in Toledo.
Tournament Time on BCSN is brought to you by Unison Health and the Mental Health Board of Lucas County, reminding you that it's your time, your choice.